Hello future tech leaders, I'm Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Now the same thing we are going to do in attribute groups. Let me come over here and let me click on it. Great attribute group, and let's give it a name. And let's add a name. And let's add a name. Now attribute group means field, right? Or the property, or we can say the characteristic, right? And group means we are grouping. Whatever the attributes that a customer can have, we are just making a group offering. Or whatever, let's say the order number, order ID. This can be related with a customer. Somebody, like any customer, would have placed the order. Order ID will not make any sense if it is not ordered by someone, right? Order ID or maybe any other information that we can tell you to the customer, we are making a group of it. The purpose of the attribute group is to have all this information on a single page and a single field. How do we do that? We click on the link data extensions. And here also we are doing the same thing, that we are linking it with the contact model. Let's click on the link here. We have a link that Amazon has a lot of customers. Let me link customer over here. Save and down. Here, we are not concerned about a one-to-one mapping or the multiple sources and these kind of things. Attribute group just says that if you want to extend the relationship, right? Already, the contact all contacts table contains some of the attributes, right? Like email address, mobile number, line ID, contact, key contact ID. There are like 10 to 15 attributes that it already contains. Now, if you want to extend this attribute set, if you want to extend the properties of a contact, that the contact does not like other contact is not just limited to all these attributes, but also there are some other attributes which are stored in some another data extension, but not related to the all contacts list. What we do? We go ahead and manually link that data extension to the all contacts list, that we can see all the properties in a single page. Let me show you. Let me click at this tab again. We have been the Amazon customer data extension with this type. We have this link button over here. We can extend this relationship as well. Now we say there are some other data extensions as well. They can also be related with the contact movement. These are also properties of the contact. Now this is the contact in the center and we have all these relations. Now when we go to the all contacts list, you can see it has got its all properties. It has contact key, mobile number, email address, device, ID, source body, etc. These are the by default fields that we have in all contacts table. Now we say that these are not just the fields that the contact contains, but there are some other fields which are not part of this, which are not originally part of this table, but they can be related with the contact. What do we do? Let's say we click on any of the contact and we go to the attributes, and then we go to the attributes. We can see that this is a list of all the attributes that this contact contains overall. There are some system data. System data means that it is coming from the system, and they have basically made the category for all these attributes based on the source of the attribute. We have chat message data, group connect, line data, and mobile connect, and all these things. These are nothing but the attribute groups. Whenever we create the attribute groups, what we are doing? We are linking some data extension with the contact model. And then we are saying that these are also the attributes of the same contact. In the center, we have the contact, and all these are the attribute groups. Attribute group contain the set of attributes. Now these attributes are part of the contact model now, or part of the contact of a single contact. If I'll show you and this. The reason is right. This is the contact when I click from this. And we go to the attributes. Right now what we have done, we have extended this contact model with another data extension. Amazon customer data model. And we can see what is the first name, last name, phone number, customer, ID, cities or zip code, and everything right. Now, if we add any other attribute or any other field in this data extension, I'll be able to see. What I'm trying to say is that we have this all context table. And if we have any other data, is storing any other data extension, but we cannot see over here until, and this we relate that table with all contacts list. And how do we relate it? With the help of the attribute group. Attribute group helps us to extend the properties of a contact. Contact already has some 10 to 15 attributes. And if you want to extend that, we can do that with the help of the attribute groups and with the help of the population. What do? We make sure that the contact that we have in our database should only have one email address. And if you have multiple email addresses, then that ambiguity is resolved by the population. Now let's say we have another data extension, right? Amazon Prime customer saying, now if I want to extend this property or extend this thing, and I'll say all these attributes are part of the contact model only. Then what I can do? I'll come over here and then I'll choose this Amazon Prime customers. And how I want to relate it. Here I have this customer ID, right? And also I have the customer ID over here. I will click on the save button. What I'm saying is that the contact model is related with this. And now we are extending this property. Now the contact contains the attributes from the Amazon customers plus Amazon Prime customers. What it looks like on the UI. Let me just show it to you. Let me refresh the page. If you want to extend the properties and you want to see, use the attribute group. And if you want to resolve the end device, then use the for permission. And you want to see. Let me refresh. In attribute groups also, what we can do? We can link any other data extension directly with the contact model. Right. If we click on link, what will happen? We are able to directly link any other data extension with the contact model. It will basically appear over here. It means that the contact is linked with this data extension also, the other data extension also. Here we might have multiple data extensions, and we might have multiple email address for the same content. That is generally used to extend the property. You might be wondering, I don't know, like if you are thinking this or not, that we get this population, right? And we are telling Marketing Cloud that let's say we have two different data extensions. The email address, which is part of this data extension, right? Take that data, that they take that particular email address. Whenever we want to send the email communication outside, and not the other data extension, which is a part of another, let's say data extension. But how do we do that? Right. That we will see in case of Journey Builder. Because right now, if you will see, even if I create a population, right? How does that is going to affect the all subscribers list? It is not going to affect that, right? Because in all subscribers list, what happens is, whatever the email address we have is stored in a data extension. And I am going to choose that data extension to send the email. It will basically check what is the email address in the subscribers list, and it will send it. It will not get affected by a population. There is something called something we have in Journey Builder that we will talk about, is affected by the population. We will understand how do we use a population in Journey Builder. Now let's go to all contracts and if we are able to extend the properties of the all contracts, or let's go to clean wheel. We will come to the attributes and then we will come to this is our at a good. Now you must have noticed one change in this Amazon customer data model, that the customer ID became hyperlink. When we click on this, because now we are extending the relationship with this site, we are saying that this particular data extension related with Amazon Prime customers, whatever the details that we have over here, we will be able to see that we can extend the property upon. We talked about the data designer in the all context. Let's see a couple of more things. When we come to all context, it means that it is going to contain all the content similar to all subscribers. It is going to contain, or it is going to. It consists basically all the subscribers. that we have in our account. In all contexts, when we see on the left hand side, we have this, basically the group based on a different category, population, last modifier. If you want to apply the filter based on the source or based on the channel, we have this classification and we can search the customer based on that. We have mobile list similar to the emails. We have a mobile list, right? If you want to send the email communication, we use the email list. And if you want to send the SMS company, then we will use the mobile list. How do we create a mobile list? We will keep on the creating by this button, and here it gives us two options. One is a filtered and another, we know, create from file. Then we choose create from file. Create from file. Basically what it does is we can choose the file from our local system, and after choosing the file, we have to set it the short, and then we can configure the mapping and say, and then what it will do, it will basically import all the contacts that we have in a mobile list. Since we do not have a short put available, we won't be able to complete this process. But what we can do, we see another, of course, to create the mobile list. That is a filtered list. In case filtered list, we are going to a criteria. And other eligible contacts will be part of that. We are saying that we are going to apply the filter criteria on the all contacts list. We will click on the select button. And here we make a criteria. This is attributed. Sometimes it creates a problem to show the fields. Anyway, what we are doing is that we are saying your mobile number is not. We want fill all those reports and put that a mobile list. We'll click on create as fill. We'll give it mobile list. Click on save button. We have the email. We have the contact where mobile number. It has given all the contact. This is how we create a mobile list. We have all list. A particular contact information that we have. Let channel. Sir. First of all, presented. It showed us all the connection that we have sent and the engagement attacking. Next, we have membership. In membership, it shows us that what all a list that this customer is part of. It will basically take us to the email studio for the membership. And then we have attributes. We discussed about the attributes, that it contains all your properties. I mean, it basically shows all the properties of the contact. For some are the original properties of the content and some are related. But it will show all those attributes in the all contacts attributes page, and we can see all the engagement right. If you have sent the SIMS connection as well, it will show over here. If you have sent the line message, it will show over here. Whatever the communication we have sent to this person, it will show all of that. We just have to come to the contact builder and all contacts, and we are able to see that all other different communication we have sent to this customer. Apart from that, we can also see the different attributes or the different information related to a particular customer. Let's say if you do not have an all contact space and we want to check about the history of this particular contact. Let's say this customer raises the funds and there's an e-commerce website and this customer is the concept that I am. You know, I have made this particular, I had placed this order, but it is not delivered yet. And I have also seen these issues in the past. I have made many orders, but I cannot like. This issue happens every time or something like that, right? What I want to do, I need all the information on a single page. It would be really helpful that I can go to that contact and I can see the contact key and the personal information. I can see the different orders. I can see the delivery date. I can see when the order was placed. All this information, if I can see on a single page, it would be really helpful for me in order to, visualize the information or analyze the information. But if I have to go to each and every single date extension to find out the information, but if I have a different date extension for the delivery, different data extension for the orders, different rate extension for personal information, then it will be really difficult, right? Our contact builder provides us the 360-degree view of the content. What is the meaning of 360-degree view? It means we can see all the related information of a contact in a single view in a 360 degree and the different communication that we have sent to this customer. Now let's talk about the data sources. Really quick. What is the meaning of data sources? Data sources means that from their data is coming into Marketing Cloud, right? Now we say that there's some attributes. The data is coming into marketing product and we are going to store that data into some of the attributes, right? First name, last name, email address, all these are attributes and we are going to store these attributes in, and like we are going to store the data in any of these attributes. Marketing Cloud says that we have to label that. What is the source of this attribute? Like who created this attribute or from where the data is coming into particular this attribute. We have system data sources and then system data sources. We have 4 different channels, or you can say 4 different sources. From later the data is coming. It says all these attributes, all these 17 attributes that we have over here. The data is coming into these attributes from the Salesforce marketing chart. Now all these are 32 attributes that we have over here. The data is coming into these attributes from the sales of marketing email application. We are using this just for the label. It does not make any difference. I mean, if I will remove any of that, you will add any other attribute, right? It is not going to affect the application, or it is not going to affect any of the functionality. It is just mainly for the, understanding purpose or maybe visualization purpose that we have to label, and we know from where the data is coming into this particular activity. These are all the standard attributes that is created by the Marketing Cloud. That is like we call it a system attribute. Contact actor, contact key. These are the attributes created by the marketing level itself. We did not create these attributes, right? We did not create contact key. We did not create channel ID. We did not create channel type. These are created by the system, and we say that too. These are the attributes which are created by the system. Now these are the 32 attributes in which we have most of the attributes are profile attributes and the preference attributes. We say these profile attributes and preference attributes, the data is coming into these attributes from the email application, right? From which system the data is coming from? The mobile studio or mobile application. We are saying that a special instrument, different applications. We are saying that this as attributes, are receiving the data from the Marketing Cloud email application. Similarly, we are saying that these 56 attributes, the data for these attributes is coming from the mobile studio or mobile application. This one is, does not, really impact any of the functionality. But the important one is a synchronized one. Right now, being one of the Salesforce system is integrated with this marketing account. That is why we are not able to see any of the data source over here. But what generally happens is, let's say we have the system connected with Marketing Cloud and these other. This system like Salesforce services connected with our Marketing Cloud account. Then it will show that particular system which is connected with this Marketing Cloud over here. It says this is our Salesforce. 1, 2, 3 are Salesforce production or which is connected to this particular environment. And when we click on that particular thing, it will show all the different objects that we have sent from the another system. We have the objects over there. These are the table side, and what we do, we sync the tables from the another system to the Marketing Cloud. It will say or it will show basically all the different objects, and in all those objects, what all different attributes that we have sent. Data sources says that from where the data is coming to marketing term, the system means that these are the attributes which are part of the system, only which are part of the local system. Either the attributes are created by the Marketing Cloud, or if they are creating the email application, if they are creating the mobile application and something like that. Understand all these attributes are part of a single table, that these are attributes, all these attributes and the synchronous system. These are part of a single system, and we are identifying or we are basically segmenting that what all attributes are part of which channel or which basically source. Synchronized means whatever the data that we are receiving or that we are pulling from a synchronized data extension from any other source data extension. Here we have two different things. One is synchronized data sources, another one is external audiences. Here whenever we make a connection with any other Salesforce system like Salesforce Sales Cloud, Community Cloud or Service Cloud, then it will appear over here. If you will make a connection with the Google Analytics, then it will show over here, Google. Google Analytics also has the like. We have the unbuilt integration. If we integrate our Marketing Cloud system with the Google Analytics, then it will show over here. The next one, we have a custom. What is the meaning of a custom? These attributes are treated by the system, right? And we can see these contacts, maybe in the all contacts list, and these attributes we can see either in the all subscribers list or somewhere else, right? And these attributes are part of the, a mobile list or maybe the contact list and all these things. But let's say if we have created one data extension and in which I have created 5 fields, they are not either part of our email application, mobile application, Salesforce Smartphone Cloud, right? And since they are not coming from any other data source, it means they do not fall under the synchronized data source as well. Then if we have these fields and we want to label that from real data coming into these fields or these attributes, and how do we do that? We will go ahead with the custom option. Let's say we are getting this for my Instagram, right? We have this Instagram page. I think they are. Maybe people are signing up for something, for an event, and we are getting the details right. And we want to say that these are the details, that or this is the information we are getting from this stuff, Instagram. How do we label it? We can click on this period data source and we can see that we'll start our channel and we'll click on the create button and then we can click on select data source. Now, and these are the unlabeled or these are the attributes which are not labeled yet. We can choose any of the attribute for now. Let's say job. Which one is? I'm just picking up any random attribute for now, but ideally what we need to do that we need to choose the attribute that we want to label as an Instagram channel. We'll click on the select data source now. We'll click on Instagram. What we are doing is that we are telling the system that these attributes, for these attributes, the data is coming from the Instagram channel. Data sources generally doesn't have much functionality associated apart from the synchronized one, because in synchronized that is the way we sync the objects. We can see all the synchronized attributes and everything, and this custom one, it is just for the data model designing, that we can see what are the different data sources that we have, and if somebody looks at it, they know these are the different data streams from where the data is coming into marketing plan. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.